What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Pete's Carport, and on today's episode we're going to basically do an unboxing, a demo, and a slight review on this new sander that I just picked up. It's a Bauer 2.8 amp more orbital palm sander. So this is a random orbitable sander, and I have this sander here to kind of compare it to. It's a very inexpensive Black & Decker, but ironically that one cost me more than this one. I found a coupon online. This one cost me $24.99, and I picked this up from Ace Hardware on sale. I think it was like $34, and so I have not been happy with that. I picked that up because it was the only sander that I could run down and grab that wasn't extremely expensive, and I needed to finish sanding something off. Prior to this, I had the Chicago Electric one, and I was not that unsatisfied with it. It did the job. Right now we're doing some more major body work. We're going to be sanding down some fiberglassing that we're doing, and I'll show you guys that in a second. So we're going to be able to test this out on some fiberglass work that we just did on our 1996 SC300, and what we'll do is we'll test it up against that. And I already know this one's probably going to be better, but just to give you an idea of comparable priced sanders out there, which one you should go with. I decided this one definitely because it is a hook and loop one, and I have a whole bunch of this sandpaper sitting around, whereas this one is basically you take a sheet and you can cut it. So there's advantages of both. You can pick up those sheets for a lot less money, and you can kind of cut them to fit on that sander, whereas you have to pick up your hook and loop style, because this is going to have that Velcro style bottom. So we'll go ahead and crack open the box. I'll show you guys what comes with it, how it works, how you set it up, and just a quick walkthrough and demo of using it. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and open this box. Now I have not opened this up yet, so I'm doing this with you guys to kind of give you an idea of what you're going to expect. Now keep in mind this is a cheaper sander, but I do like this brand that Harbor Freight carries as compared to some of their other brands. They seem to make a very good quality, different equipment, like their wireless stuff, or the electric stuff, not wireless. Their electric tools like their drills and so forth. This is a 2.8 amp, and it's a 0 to 1300 OPM. So let's go ahead and see what that gives us in the box. Obviously you've got your sander right here, and this is pretty heavy. This is a lot heavier than that Black & Decker one over there. The quality seems really nice. It's nice and rubbery, so it's going to be easy to hold on to. Very comfortable. This is for collecting the dust, which is already attached, and it's not like a little cheap bag. I usually toss out the bags because they never stay on right and they end up falling off. And then you've got your Velcro style for your hook and loop, so that's going to be that. There's going to be instructions in here, but it's going to be pretty straightforward. Oh, and it actually comes with some sandpaper. That's really cool. So hopefully this is an 80 grit, which it feels like, because I wanted to use, yep, it's an 80 grit. So they give you an 80 grit sandpaper in the bag so you can use it right out of the box. Owner's manual, I'll just flip through this real quick and kind of fill you guys in on anything important. As expected, the instructions are very basic, but also read through those if you don't know how to use one of these. This is going to be very basic on working. You've got your on and off switch, and we'll go through that when we start to use it. The main thing that I found in the instructions is it says if you want the dust collector to function correctly and work, you've got to have sandpaper with holes that line up. So you're going to have to line up these holes here, because that's where the dust gets sucked up into, so it actually works as like a vacuum. So let's go ahead. I'm going to put this 80 grit sandpaper on, and we can go ahead and test that on the car, and I will test it with the Black & Decker side by side. So let's go ahead and get set up with that. Alright guys, so this is my 1996 Lexus SC300 that we're doing a body kit on. I've already went ahead and basically molded the body kit, and then we used some fiberglass Bondo filler around here. There's still a lot of work to be done, but what I wanted to do now is test out the new sander here and just kind of give you guys my personal opinion, my personal feedback. I'm also going to probably do this bottom section with the Black & Decker, but this is not really a comparison. It's more so I can give you guys an idea of how it feels in the hand and the benefits of each one over the other. So that way I can kind of give you a comparison between similarly priced sanders that are out there on the market. I already know this Bauer one is way nicer as far as out of the box, and I'm pretty sure that one's going to be the better sander to go with, specifically because I was able to have the dust collector attached and all that stuff, and it's just a bigger machine altogether and seems to be well put together. So let's go ahead. I'm going to kind of speed through this. I'm going to do about 30 seconds of sanding back and forth with each one of the sanders, and then I'll come back and give you guys my feedback on them. So guys, I went ahead and finished off almost all of the sanding I had to do, at least the first section of it, and I'll clip in some of that because I really wanted to give you guys a full honest opinion of how I felt about this and what my opinion was on this one here. So let me go ahead and clip those in now. So as you saw, it did a very good job so far on the body, and as far as collecting dust, that's one thing that after so much sanding, it does start to kick up heavily into the air, kind of like how that one would do. But you can open up this by clipping off these, and you'll see this does collect a lot of the dust. You can see it's covered in dust too. This one over here, like I said, I don't even know how this works because you don't have a way of it really to suck in. I could be wrong on that. Maybe there's sandpaper that I didn't know about that you can hook up to this with holes in it, but this is also just a one-speed press on the button vibrating sander, whereas this one here is basically it spins and it's a random orbital sander. So as you put pressure, it'll basically create different spins, which allows it to give it more of an even type sanding because you can control it more. And this one has everywhere from 1, which is basically pointless to use, to the max. I used it on max the whole time because I felt like that was really easy to control still. This one's just 1 speed, so you can't really control anything. So if you needed to sand something slowly, you couldn't. But really, this is the only sander that I've tried out so far I'd recommend that's under $30. Like I said, this one was a lot more expensive. I got it on clearance at Ace Hardware for like 30 bucks, and I got this one on sale with a coupon for $24.99. Cannot beat that. If you are looking for a very inexpensive sander and your budget's under 30 and you can find a coupon, I highly recommend this. I would give it a 9.5. Now let's go ahead and, to finish off this video, because I wanted to let you guys kind of know what my opinion was after using it on that one, and which one I would recommend if I had a budget. Let's step back over here, and I want to show you how well this kind of sanded off this area. So you can see here, now there's a lot of body work to be done. This is really just my first heavy coat of that Bondo glass that I put on here. So now it's going to be another coat of that, and then I'll be moving on to the body filler, and then we'll have a glazing coat. So this is just kind of that first step. So I wanted to show you how well it went through that heavy Bondo glass, and it probably took me maybe 30 minutes to do all of this. So once again, my name's Pete. My channel is Pete's Carport. Hey, if you guys enjoyed watching that and you want to see that car finished off, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel so you can get updated when videos come out. I do a lot of different stuff out there. I really like to review items when I get them, especially Harbor Freight products, and you guys seem to enjoy those, whether it's positive or negative. So let me know in the comments what you guys think, if you have this one or if you're looking to purchase it. I would love to give you guys my extensive feedback through messaging, or let me know if there's anything I missed on this. You guys have an awesome day, a blessed week, and I'll see you next time.